Moin moin and hello, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. We stopped at the night almost, it's 6:30 and our worker just finished plowing the field and we had another hoeing job, I see. Wait, I haven't checked that out yet, let's do that real quick. So we're gonna accept the plowing job, there's another 4K. Then we have a hoeing job at the shop, I think that's why I accepted it. And we could do the round baling job, there's another hoeing job, also need a shop. We will definitely do these. I know it's gonna be a bit dark, but we'll push through it fast. And then we might also do the baling job. We'll see what time we end up at, and then we'll have a look. I also got a new shader in. I mean, it's based off a template of somebody else. I don't want to credit myself. Oh wait, my steering wheel is plugged in. Give me a second. I don't want to base myself in somebody else's work. It's based on somebody else's filter. And then I adjusted it to my liking because there were some things that I didn't fully like. Color tone, you know, was a bit too purple. He had like a darker purple tint on things, which I didn't like. But otherwise, looks pretty good. You won't see it in daylight. Maybe not in this episode. I'm not entirely sure. We will see what happens, if we can make it happen in this episode. I'm wondering if I should send a worker to do the hoeing jobs and do the baling job myself. Because the worker can definitely use the hoe, I think. Not entirely sure. Well, I'm gonna get to the shop and then we will see what the plan will be. So, we are ready to do some work. I know it's a nighttime work, but it's gotta be done, so we're going to do it. Who else would do it if not us? So, let's get going. It kinda looks pretty though, no? With the moon in the background there. And then we get to have our peaceful time here. But let me turn off the HUD actually. I need a mod that does it on a button press, honestly. Because if you turn off the HUD, I learned that in my when I play my sim rig, when you turn off the HUD with the additional settings mod, you still see the lines of the GPS when they're about to end. See, there you go. You can still see the lines, and you don't have to have all the HUD clutter on your screen, which I kind of like. I like to play without a HUD. I mean, you got everything here, right? Your KPH. The only thing that is missing when you play with a gamepad, for example, is you need to turn around to see if your implement is down or up. That's the only thing. But we need to do it in... technically in real life you don't. You could look at the screen. But yeah, the screen doesn't work, obviously, and to that extent. We need to wait for Dashboard Live to happen. I'm excited for that. I saw some previews already. There will be no hard playthroughs, like... Unless you need to look at the silo capacity, there will be no HUD. So, yeah, we will do that at some point when Dashboard Live gets implemented. And then we can... Maybe I can learn how to fiddle it into a tractor that has displays, you know, and then we can use it. So, yeah, I'm gonna get stuff done. Gonna be a bit of a nighttime session. I'm gonna see that we possibly skip time after these hoeing jobs. I know I looked at the baling jobs. But it is getting late, so I'm gonna finish the hoeing jobs and then we'll skip time after that. And then we'll see what we'll do with our money in the next month. So yeah. we're close to finish, 99%, and we're done. I need to see, did our worker got back? Let's take the money first. Did our worker got back to base? Yes, she did. Do we have anything they can do while we're doing this here? They could finish one fertilizing job. It's all the way up there though. Yeah, I think we will leave it at that. I think we're just gonna finish the weeding job and then we're gonna skip time to October. And then we will be able to see if new stuff is on sale. If we want to buy a field. I think a field would be smart, but if obviously something cool comes up on sale, maybe a more powerful tractor than the Fiat. I don't want to sell the Fiat though. But maybe we can afford the new tractor without selling the Fiat then. And then we have 3 workers ready technically. So that would be nice. But at the same time, a new field would be probably the best play, especially down where we have the cornfield. And we need to see if the cornfield will be ready to harvest actually. That will be the most interesting thing to see, because, you know, I said to see like 6 times now. So yeah, you know what? You're going to see the time lapse now. Good luck. Close to being finished, 93%. Up the hill we're struggling a little bit. I think we need a little bit more horsepower in the tractor. Maybe that will be the upgrade for the new month, you know, like slap a little bit more power onto this one. I think I can get up to close to 400. We're at 300 right now, and 296. It was already a good upgrade to the New Holland. Oh, we missed a little part somewhere, and I know where. So yeah, I think probably a horsepower upgrade, field and horsepower upgrade would be the best possible combination, but I doubt we will be able to to do both. But who knows? Maybe our harvest will be nice and we can actually sell the corn. I need to check when the corn is at its best in terms of sell price. Then we will have to check when the time is there to harvest it. I think I'm not sure if we can harvest now in the new month. Look at it. It's so foggy down here near the river. Insane. You barely see anything. Slightly foggy. Let's get out of here before I start doing this stuff. It's just, you know, let's just drive out of here. It's not kind of nice though. Honestly, I kind of enjoy the night work. Like it's very cozy, very chill. And very dark. For you, probably. For me, it's fine. No, it looks, on the footage, looks pretty nice. So, yeah. Enough ramble. We are going to... Kinda wanna do the baling contract, but at the same time, nah. You know, it's gonna take too long. We're gonna be here forever. It's literally gonna be all night. So what we're gonna do instead, we're just gonna skip time now. It is time to skip the time, so let's do that. Press my... So we're just gonna sleep out in the open, doesn't, you know, like nature. It's not too cold yet, hopefully. We'll see in the morning when we wake up. So let's have a look. What will be in the store is I'm most anticipated for this, like, you know... disco trees. It's a time slowing down. Okay, so 2 things popped up in the sale. As far as I could see, A Volvo bucket and what is this? A forage harvester? Is this a tipper with an auger on it? 74,000. Yeah, that's too expensive for us. We don't need that. That could be interesting, but I think it's for the wheel loader. Rock bucket. Let's have a look real quick. Is this for a wheel loader? I think it is for a wheel loader. Yeah, we don't have a wheel loader, so yeah, here. And there's a rock spade. Yeah, other than that, kinda disappointing. That's fine though. We're good with that. Let's see. Cotton. We don't have a cotton harvester. And we'll never own one probably. I mean, never say never, but 11,000 euro plowing job. And then we have fertilizing job. We have cultivating. We'll send the worker to do that. And then we have baling, which is for square bales. And round bale wrapping. So that's not too bad. Mowing. Could do the small mowing jobs also. And we need to check our field. Let's go have a look. Visit. It's ready to harvest! Oh my god, it's harvesting time. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Somebody call somebody. I can use the harvester. For the first time since I don't know how many episodes. I mean, we had like, what, this must be like episode 31, I think, is it now? This absolutely insanity. We never used the harvester since the episode I bought it. Yes, we're going to harvest, I'm excited. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna get everything set up and I will show you how I set up everything and then we will harvest together. Finally, it's time. Let's go. Okay, before we go to the field, I need to clean the tractor. It's dirty. Like, actually, I think I didn't clean it the last skip. Or no, I think I cleaned it the last skip. I tried to clean it in between, but you know. You gotta get stuff done and then it gets dirty again anyway, so I don't clean it that often. I'm just checking you back in. We're on the way to the field with the harvester. Thought you might want to look at that. Finally it's moving. It's a little front heavy, we're a bit light on the back, but it's fine, we're gonna do alright. It's not too bad. It's a little when you steer it wants to like flick the back around, but that's okay. I'm a bit worried about the speed bump though. Let's see if we get over that safely, and then we will be at the field almost. It's not that far from here. It's better with no traffic. Now imagine there would be traffic here. So we have arrived at the field. Now comes the tricky part. We have to remember that crop destruction is on. So that means we should start to harvest. So the pipe is always on the free side of the field. So if we need to empty the harvester, I do not need to drive through my own stuff. This enable swath or disable swath? I don't think you can swath corn in real life, so we will try not to do that either. We'll disable the swath. I think everything else is perfectly done. Let's go in the first person view because I like to do that. Let's turn on the harvester. No, don't turn off the... Turn on the harvester itself. Yes, there we go. Put down... Wait, can we do the GPS thing? Come on. I can't drive? Hello? Why I can't move? What's happening? Is this thing too heavy? Wait. Okay, let me figure this out. So I took a moment of a break. I went to test some things out, and turns out the header is requires more horsepower than we have. So this harvester has about 150 something, and the header that the header belongs to a different harvester, and the harvester that it belongs to has way more horsepower. About the 250 mark, so 100 more. I tried the Rorschach, I think it's called Rorschach. I don't remember the name. This one here. I know I was completely wrong. The Russell Mash Nova, and they have a 4.2 meter header, this one, and I tested this in a different save game where usually test stuff like this, and this works. So we are going to have to buy this, sell the current one. We'll make a little bit of a loss, but hey, we get to harvest our stuff. So that is what we're going to do now, and I'm gonna get all of this set up. I have to drive back to the to the shop with the harvester, pick up the other header, or maybe I will do... No, I have to go with the harvester. Okay, I'm gonna do this, get to the shop again, and then I'll pick you back up. So we arrived at the shop. Let's get rid of this header. Bit sad about it, not gonna lie. I was hoping it would work, but if it doesn't, that's okay, you know. We gotta think on the fly here then. I think the marker was here, yeah. I have the interactive marker turned off, so let's repaint it. 4200. We're almost... we kinda... yeah, we're not far off. We lost like a couple K, I think. That's not too bad. No, I mean, that thing can't harvest. I wish it could. But yeah, let's see my reshade working fine. Yeah, reshade working fine. Everything good there. Let's pick up the header. I'm gonna go all the way reverse. It's gonna be a painful way reverse. I'm gonna get back to the field and then we will start harvesting finally. So we're back at the field. We're ready to harvest finally. After a little bit of a hiccup. A big hiccup, I would say. That's fine, I guess, you know. It happens, it happens. The typical beginner mistake. So let's do 2 headlands. Yeah, we'll do 2 headlands. I will enable GPS just because that will make it a little bit easier for me focus-wise. Let's save before we do anything. And I will disable the HUD because it looks more pretty. And then we will just go by eyeballing how full we are. There we go, now we can harvest. And off is the first harvest after 30 episodes. We're doing it. We're finally doing it. I think I could technically throw a swath and make this bailable. Where are we going? Is this doing it like this on purpose? Yeah, it is. So we have to maybe take the outside ourselves afterwards. That's fine, we'll get that, like that little stripe there. Bit of a shame stripe here. But that's okay. We're still going, yeah, it's still going the same line. The GPS is a little weird. I think it's a little off. That's okay, we'll be fine. I'm too lazy to readjust it now. Man, we're doing the first harvest. I cannot believe it, that it's finally happening. That took way too long. And look, it's pretty too at the same time. Early morning harvest. So let's get this done. I'll bring you in between because it's gonna take a while. It's a gigantic amount actually. There's gonna be a lot. Let's see, I need to turn on the HUD again. I need to see how much we're getting. We're getting quite a yield. We're at 1000 liter already. Corn is not too bad in terms of money. Need to check that in between. I'll do that off screen though. Or we can check after we finished harvesting to see how much it will be worth. And then we'll go maybe sell it directly. I hope I don't fall into the pond here. Okay, I'm gonna get the harvesting done. And I'll bring you back in between when I empty the harvester. I'm bringing you back. We're full. Time to put out the pipe, get into our other tractor, which is standing over here. Gotta have to drive a little bit on our neighbor's field here. Actually, I could have drive into the woods. It's fine. They just harvested, I think. I don't know. It looks a bit like they just harvested. I'm not entirely sure. Wait, give me a second. Because I played around with the settings here a bit. I'm on the wrong input. There we go. Now this is better. Let's get to get to empty the harvester. I don't want to drive over this. Already full. We're on the second headland. That might be a good yield. I mean, we had 97%, right? The previous owner, which was Walter, did a good job. That's a French name and a half, if I ever heard one. Walter. So we're gonna get this full. Can turn off the tractor, leave it here, get into the harvester, and get ready to go moving. Because we are... I mean, that is gonna take a while, no? It's quite slow, the transfer. There we go, look at the corn. I wish they finally... but I think it will be too much performance if... I mean, if you had like single grain corn things and not like a flat texture like this. They already made it better. It's already much better than in 22. But yeah, I think then we can say goodbye to the performance. If this would be singular grains, like that would just... I think that would just completely kill it. So yeah, that maybe for the future at some point, you know? Maybe in the future. Maybe we'll get that. Doing a little emptying in between. I had a little crash. I don't know what that was about. Like I had this... The KPH went to -9 billion. I saw only screenshots of this. I never experienced it myself, so it was quite funny to see that. Also, the worker finished the plowing job and I waited so we can accept that together. There's 6,200. They're already on the way to the next one, or at the next one already. Damn quick. And then we also have more... Man, there's a lot more to do this month. We got a lot to do. Like a lot. Is any new harvesting contracts popped up? No, just sugar beet, cotton, spinach. Okay, never mind. We are not going to do harvesting contracts. I think ever. I think that's that's out of the question. I also just thought what we could put in here next, and I think we will... Wait. Ah no, the line is not shown right. Okay, I thought what we could put in here next, and we're probably gonna put wheat or probably maybe soybeans. Soybeans is also not too bad. It's pretty good money, so we'll see. We have to look. Session. We're gonna be at what, 11,000 liters almost? Pretty close to. Yeah, we will... No. I'm talking out of my behind. We are gonna be at like 14,000 liters. Yeah, that's 11,000. I would be worrying if we didn't make that much, honestly. I'm starting to worry though where to put all of this. You know, like I even thought to look how much a small silo would be. Just so we can maybe put that in here in the ground. Let's see, I have modded ones installed, so... Yeah, I might need to look that up afterwards. We might need to look for one. These are like hay lofts. And then there was some underground silo, I think. Yeah, 30,000, 20,000 is the cheapest. We could get that. Holds 75,000. That's not too bad. So, you know, we have options. And that was the worker. Nope, nope, not that way. This way. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna get cracking. Get the rest done. And I think I'll bring you in once we're completely done. So, we are back. Maybe you have noticed the interior is different. I'm saying we are back because I was gone for like... The recording stopped here because I kept crashing and getting lures. And I was testing for like an hour to figure out what is this. And it is the harvester that we had installed. It is from the mod hub. It's called the New Holland TX 32. It's from the mod hub, that yellow one that we had. I tried on what's it called? How do you call the map? Forgot the name. The Riverbend Springs. I have a test track there running essentially, right? So I can see if something is off, and it was definitely off. Definitely something was off. So it's completely bugged. I hope it was that. If not, I can reverse all the changes and everything that I made and add it back in if this also bugs now. But I drove this thing essentially for an hour and it was fine. So I had no problems. It started having problems as soon as I drove the other one again. So yeah, Giants, if you watch this episode by any chance in the world, the harvester and the mod hub is bugged. At least for me, it could be a conflict with something, you know, somewhere along those lines. So yeah, we're gonna have to use this now. It's the Nova 330. It's also on the mod hub. We have the header from it, so yeah, it's pretty equivalent to the other one. It has 100 liter less. It drives 3 kilometers slower. It's just not old school. It's a new school harvester. I would have loved the old school one, but hey. You gotta deal with what cards you've been dealt with. So yeah, I'm gonna get cracking, get this done here because I'm way behind and this episode is already way longer than I wanted it to be. So yeah, I'm gonna get this done and then we're gonna talk once I'm completely done harvesting. If you see the console, by the way, open in between, that's me just making sure I'm not getting the same error again. So my apologies if there's a console in between open. I will try to cut it out in the time lapse. So I'm bringing you back in. I'm almost done. We're running out of storage space. That's gonna be interesting. I'm probably gonna leave some of it in the harvester and some of it in the trailer because I checked and we are on the worst selling point right now of the season. So in January should be technically the best time to sell it. But yeah, we still have to wait for that. We are in October and we have to go through November and December. And then we can sell in January. But we will do this because we need the money from it and it will do us good to sell then. I could technically sell now and still make good money, I think. Wait, let me have a look. We have the sell thing on here. Oh, it doesn't show me the 91,000 liters of grass. Okay, it doesn't show me my thing here. So let's see here. Yeah, corn. Remember, we play on hard, so these prices are different. Oh, no, wait, this is sell, no? Is this sell? Sell 2, yeah, and I can buy here, okay. So 247, and the price is usually 474. So we are going to try not to sell, and we're just gonna keep it in a trailer near the field here, and then when it's time to get rid of the stuff, we're just gonna sell it out of the harvester and out of the trailer, obviously. So yeah, we have to do that. I thought to buy a storage solution, but we don't get any harvesting contracts anyway, so right now this would be useless. I would you might have seen me accept this already. It's all because these crashes set me back essentially, like in time. So yeah, I don't see any harvesting contracts we can do. Sugar beet, no. Okay, so we're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna finish the I'm gonna finish now with you the harvesting, and then we will do the rest, like cultivating, planting. I think we can cultivate and plant directly with the with our thingy, and then we'll do fertilizing. We're definitely gonna plant, I think we're gonna plant soybeans because we don't have any use for the straw right now. So I think soybeans will be a good idea. I thought about buying this field and then just to have like a yard area, right? Like to at least a mini yard area. But yeah, we'll see. I'm kind of hesitant to buy anything right now. I kind of want to buy a bigger field. The one next to us has soybeans in it. Let's go and have a look real quick. And we're leaving some deep grooves in the field. Yeah, you can see it here. Damn. Okay, let's have a look. How are they taken care of? They're not too bad. They're actually ready to harvest. Ay. Oh no, I wanna have that. I wanna have that so bad. Oh god, I wanna have it so bad. If we could get this contract. Yeah, okay, I need to do more contracting. Okay, need to do more contracting and then hope. Oh, we still have a little bit left. I'm gonna take care of that off screen though. And then we need to hope that there are still, that the stuff is still there. So yeah, need to do a lot more grinding in the next episode. You'll be there for it. I'll be there for it. Well, our new harvester, I had no problems, by the way. No more crashing, no more lures, no more warnings in the console, nothing. It went fine. So yeah, thank you so much. I'm gonna make it short now. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below. It was crazy. Leave a like, please. I'm kidding. You can sub if you want to, if you enjoy this. And then I will see you guys at the next one. Have a good one. Take care of yourself, yeah? Bye.